What is the name of your band? What is the name of your band?
The name of my band
Punk rock!
What is the name of your band?
What is the name of your band?
The name of my band is The Chaotic. What do you do in the band?
I play guitar and occasionally backup singing.
I play percussion and other such instruments.
I play bass.
I sing in the band, I write lyrics, and that's about it. When did you join the band?
I joined the band a couple months after it began. It was April of 2010.
We joined probably like last January.
Joined the band probably 2 or 3 months ago, which would be around October-ish, right? Yeah, October.
When did you start playing guitar?
I started a few years ago when I was like in 6th grade. I first got an acoustic, did that for a little bit, and then later for that Christmas after I got my first electric guitar.
What type of guitar do you use now?
I use an Epiphone, Les Paul.
About 2 years ago, summer after my freshman year, I started playing bass.
I started playing the drums a little bit before Austin started playing the bass, so a little over 2 years. There was this kid who rode our bus, and he wanted to start a band and had a drum kit in his basement. So I told him I played the drums, even though I didn't, and I stole his drum set. Long story short.
What genre of music does your band play?
We play punk rock.
Punk rock?
My band plays punk rock.
How do you feel about that?
Punk rock!
What is punk rock?
Punk rock is more of like it's like basic rock and roll, just cut down to the core essential stuff without any like filler in it. Yes.
What is the funniest moment you have had with the band?
The funniest moment I've ever had with the band? Probably the funniest moment ever was when Austin first joined the band, and he came basically a week before the show, and he was playing, and we were teaching him stuff, and every time he would play bass, he would go like that when he was learning, and he'd have this like face when he was trying to learn. He'd concentrate really hard, his face would go all sideways, and like, and it was basically hilarious, because me, Fryler, and Mikey would all look at him and crack up, and then when he looks away, we'd just be like, and it was the funniest thing ever, and he doesn't know to this day until he watches this interview.
Well, one time we were practicing, and then Austin had to go to the bathroom. So he came running out of the bathroom. He's like, "Hey guys, I got a text message saying that we should do this show at a church." And I go, "Oh, by the way, it's tonight." So we were at Mikey's house. So I called my mom. She came over. We fit everything into her car, and it was really packed. So then we drove all the way to this church, and in case you didn't realize, there's like 500 churches in Poughkeepsie. So it took us forever to find that church. So we got there, and the funniness was just us kind of scrambling to get there.
Before I started actually playing with the band, I played a talent show with them at the high school because Mike Freiler was missing. So I filled in on drums, and Mikey Cohane, the former drummer, played guitar. And we played My Generation, but we were hanging out backstage before we went on, and Adam found this mechanic suit because we were in the prop room behind the stage and convinced me to wear it for the show. That was pretty freaking hysterical.
I think the funniest moment was when Mikey and Adam and Mike had a friend up from Texas, and we put a waffle in a microwave for 10 minutes, thereabouts, and came out singed black, and we threw it off his deck.
2, 1, go!
Get that? Oh, holy crap!
You like waffles?
Oh my god! What the hell?
Wow,
I
okay.
tasted it.
Get a shot of that, Dave.
Somebody eats that waffle.
What is your favorite show that you've played with a band?
Oh, let's see. At this point, I've only played 2, so I'd have to say the one on the main stage in Hence for I believe that was Food Stock. We got to play California Uber Alice by Dead Kennedys. They're my favorite punk band, so it was exciting for me.
I think our first show was my favorite because we were stage versions, so the energy was really high and it was just that much more intense.
I like the first show the best, actually.
Why did you like that show the best?
I don't know. I just felt like we were most prepared for that one above everything else, even though we got our bassist a week earlier.
What is your least favorite moment with the band?
My least favorite moment was when we were recording our demo, because it just took forever, and honestly we were all kind of on nerve. Like we were all ready to snap at each other. It's kind of annoying.
Well, Mike Freiler is a saint. I'm gonna throw that one out there right now. Love that kid. But the other 2 goons, they can get pretty rough sometimes. But I don't know. It's a tough question. It gets rough. It always gets rough sometimes. So
I think my least favorite moment is just any time I'm with Adam.
What is your least favorite moment with the band?
Anything that has to do with Austin. What was your most memorable moment with the band?
I think my favorite moment with the band, we played the school talent show, and we closed. Well, first of all, we ended up playing about 2 or 3 songs more than they told us we could. So for that reason and a few others, we got disqualified. There were a bunch of older teachers there who didn't really like the music, kind of plugging their ears and stuff. And during our last song, about 20 kids came up from the crowd and jumped on stage and started dancing around. Oh, and our 2 friends of ours brought up pirate swords and pirate hats on stage during one of our songs and staged a pirate fight. It was pretty awesome.
Okay, probably our most memorable moment on stage was we played Pop vs. Hot. So we had these we took a bunch of beach balls and just threw them out to the crowd. I figured that was pretty memorable.
Why is that?
It's the only thing I really remember.
Where do you see yourself and the band in 5 years?
In 5 years, I don't see myself in New York. Possibly I'll be in upper state or somewhere in the city, either there, London, or California. After my first 2 years of college, I have no idea what I want to do, who I want to be. As for the band, I'd like to keep it together as long as I can. I put a lot of time and work into it, and you know, it's something I just want to keep going. And it's I'm trying to, in a cheesy way, bring back something that is hibernating, not dead. That is basically punk rock.
In 5 years, I kind of see us still kind of together as a band, but like in the same condition we are now. Just kind of playing shows and not doing much besides that.
I don't know. Let's see, in 5 years I'll be 23. So, see myself being 23, hopefully. Other than that, I don't really have a clue. So, not a clue.
And the band?
Who knows, man? Who knows? It's all about how we do in the next
Election.
months. Next election. It's all about how we do in the next election.
I guess in 5 years, I'll probably be in college, and the band, I doubt it'll be anywhere farther. Maybe a small record deal, if anything. Small tours.
Do you have any aspirations to be something greater than where you are right now?
Oh, sure. I guess that's the whole point in going to college and practicing and getting better at what you do and getting a job and contributing to the corporate system and, you know, eventually becoming a tool for the rest of your life, working for wages and good stuff like that. And then you just die a worker. That's my aspiration.
I guess everybody kind of wants to be like greater than they are at the moment. It's just kind of how you choose to be that.
Do you think you could be something greater if you put enough hard work and time into it?
Yeah, anybody can.
Full answer, please.
Yeah, I believe anybody can be greater than what they are if just put any work into it.
I guess everybody has aspirations to be something greater than they already are.
I always see myself, you know, in my thoughts or whatever, I would always be on a big stage or something, and that's something I'm really working towards. I always have this ambition that I can always be something greater. I don't know, it's something in a way, so I don't sound stupid, it's like a burning passion that you feel inside that, you know, it's just something you're secure about that you know one day could happen if you put enough time and effort into it.
For all you little people out there, stay in school, don't do drugs, and don't hang out with women of questionable morals.
Do you have any aspirations to be something greater?
No, I do not have Asperger's.
Let me collect myself.
Where did you go? Collect yourself. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and where do you see the band in 5 years?
I guess in 5 years I see myself in college.
Where
In
do you-
5 years I see
No,
myself...
I gotta ask you again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, make sure they do not go on the counter and eat.
Go away, we're making a video and I don't have pants on.
Austin,
What?
that's very disturbing.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and where do you see the band in 5 years?
I guess in 5 years I see myself in college and the band's not real. Justin, shut up!
Just redo the question.
Alright,
talk.
alright. Oh my, you have to repeat it,
Yes.
of course, because you can't just splice it out of
No.
one spot where you asked it. And
No, because
then put
if you slightly
Just
move, you look
intro
retarded. So you're like,
Alright.
where do you see yourself in 5 years, and where do you?
Alright. This is gonna be so much fun for you to edit.
I know.
My voice cracked myself.
I'm not stopping this until it's truly over.
It is over. My interview is done.